through. Oh! Come on. Here's Derek, hugging the post. The thing is tipped. Whoosh! Wide open hole. I could have done.
Well, hello, welcome to beautiful Salvage. Today I am going to the construction site. If you've been following us for a while, you know that we're building a boutique and coffee shop right now. We're actually remodeling a building that dates back to the early 1900s, and it's been quite a process. And today we are going to take you along and show you for the first time the inside and really talk through what we've done so far and what maybe needs to get done. My husband will take us around and I'll be asking him questions of what he's done so far and some of the processes and some of the experiences that the construction crew has had.
As much as we know at this point, the building dates back to at least 1916, so it's over 100 years old. In our demolition, we found various jars. We found old receipts, some from the 1930s. We found an old calendar dating back to 1916, February of 1916, which is actually attached to the wall behind the sheetrock. So that was kind of interesting. It was fully intact yet. Found some old signs and some other interesting stuff. So this building used to be divided in half. Half of it was a cold storage or workspace, and the back half was heated. It all had a roof. It all had a lid on it. It was just simply sheetrock, and so we ended up having to tear it all down. And this half of it in the 90s was used for sandblasting, and early 2000s. So it was really dirty. There was a lot of sand and dust still in the building and above what we were tearing down, so it was an extremely dirty process. And then right in the middle there was a dividing wall. And the back half of the building was heated and it was insulated, and we ended up taking all of that out so that we can do everything over the right way, make sure it's insulated properly and supported structurally and all that sort of stuff. The footing was questionable, so we ended up taking out a bunch of concrete around the perimeter of the building and pouring a new footing all the way around. And then some of the columns, the posts that support the trusses were starting to rot and stuff like that, so we had to take those out and replace them. And some of them were still good, so we just had to sister them and get them to the right height for the new footing. And that's pretty much where we're at this point. We got a pile of lumber over there. We're ready to start framing and get the exterior wall completely framed in. It was built as a 2x4 wall, and now code requires us for it to have a 2x6 wall. So we are sistering all the studs and building a more structurally sound building. This dirt area right here, where I'm standing, was concrete at one point, and it looked just like the rest of the concrete slab. And there used to be a bathroom in the corner, and we took the bathroom out, and we were putting up temporary support posts across the building so that we could take out the old foundation. And so in the process of doing that, we had a scissor lift in here, a 10,000 pound scissor lift, and that we were using to help us set posts about 4 feet in from the building to support the trusses. And so we had a post every 10 foot, and we were setting the last one right here, and we had the scissor lift right here. And I was holding the post, temporary post, and we were about to jack up the truss a little bit so we could put the temporary post underneath. And as we started to jack, the crack in the floor started to get bigger, and all of a sudden the concrete for this entire space fell in and it was an 8-foot deep hole. So there was a basement right here that we didn't know about. And the scissor lift kind of fell in and got caught up on this. There's actually a wall right here, and so it was kind of teeter-tottering over the hole. And we had some tools, and we had our forks for our skid steer actually fall into the hole, and so everything was like 8 feet down, and I was standing on this wall, and we had a person up on the scissor lift, and it was a pretty close call. There were some things down there, but unfortunately the concrete wrecked most of it when it fell because of all the weight that it was. But there was a lot of paperwork down there, and there were some old frames from like a Model A or something like that got all bent up from the concrete. So I don't know exactly how it was used, but there were definitely a few things in there. It had dirt floor.
And this is where I was standing, right here. I was standing right here. We're jacking it up. I was thinking, we just got it put up there. And we're just about done. And I was thinking, man, my back is sore. So I walked this way, over there. And I went into the office. I got my Advil. I was just getting down there, getting my Advil, and I heard, ah! I come out. Here's Derek, hugging the post, wide-eyed. Craig's back there, like this. The thing is tipped. Carson's up there, kind of shook. And I was thinking, oh yeah, it must have caved in like a little bit. Walked over here, whoosh, wide open hole, 10 feet deep. I could have died.
You could have.
Another couple seconds, I was standing there. I would have went down in the hole.
It's a good thing you had backache.
Yeah, get saved by Advil.
You could have an Advil commercial.
Saving lives one back at a time.
Okay, guys, where were you?
I was in the lift.
Okay, you gotta get in position.
Oh, well, I could hang from the beam. I was up that high.
You were in a, what kind of lift was it?
The sky jack out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's tipped right over here probably.
Yeah, and what were you thinking? What did you notice?
I just wanted to get out of there.
Well, did you notice the lift like tilt at all or anything?
No.
No, you just...
I was about to screw the temporary post in, and Craig said that his concrete was sinking, so I looked over and I just seen the floor go out.
No, you're screaming like a little girl.
No.
He almost hit the heater that was up there.
He said the concrete's falling.
Yeah.
The concrete was falling, and
She might be going down. Watch out.
well, actually, I was holding on to the rail, and it tipped right into that post and the heater, and it caught my hand between the posts.
Oh, this is where the conflict.
You want to get that on film?
Oh! Bud! I almost died!
No.
Craig, how about you?
I was here with the jack, and I seen the floor given,
Yeah.
and then I hollered.
Well, how'd you holler? What'd you holler like?
I hollered.
No, what'd you say?
Boys! She's about to go!
She's going down.
Go down!
Well, thank goodness you guys are all alive.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Want to hear the next story?
Sure.
We're working on the next story.
No, please don't.
Next time I went, the next day when I went to get Advil, and Derek almost went through the wall with the lift. After that, we had to take note every time I went for Advil.
Stop
Be
working.
safe. Make sure you pay extra attention.
Thanks, guys.
Back to work.
All right. There have been many times during these beginning stages of the renovation that we have asked ourselves why we are going through the process of saving any part of this building, but the ceilings and old rafters are a reminder of what we have to look forward to. The aesthetic of the boutique and coffee shop will be a mix of old industrial and old world vibes. We are so thankful for our construction crew and their willingness to do what it takes to salvage this old building.
This is going to be a retail space. This is going to be a boutique space. Over in this area will be the seating area, the lounging area for a coffee shop and a bakery. So we'll have baked goods and coffee and other treats in this area. About right here is where the counter will be, the serving counter, and then we'll have the kitchen coming back to about here. And so there will be a kitchen space right in here, and there'll be a wall here closing that in. And then right about here, there will be a wall where we'll have some bathrooms behind us. But there will be the wall will only be about 9 feet high, and there will be an upper level up here, a mezzanine with a railing to overlook the space. And that will extend to this spot right here. And so it'll be about 10 feet wide for the width of the building. And we'll have a stairway over here that you'll be able to access and get up there. This space over here is going to be open, just a sales floor for the boutique. And there will be another entry door over there, handicap accessible entry door over there. And that's pretty much it for this space. And then the back half is for my business. So the back half will be a storage space. And we will have big overhead doors for our trucks and equipment. And then we also have some office space over here, kind of in that center corridor. We're kind of sharing the middle 10 feet of the building. And so we'll have an office, and then there'll be bathrooms for each side in this center 10 feet of the building. And then we are also going to have a meeting room and a break room up above. So we will also have a mezzanine, and our mezzanine will be supported by posts instead of a wall, a dividing wall, so that we have a little bit more room for storage on the board.
As construction progresses, we will make sure to keep you all updated. We will also continue to do what we do best and share our junking adventures, creativity, and traditions in the kitchen. We would love to share our journey with you, so make sure to subscribe and of course show us your support by giving this video a thumbs up and share it with friends too. Thanks so much for watching and have a beautiful day.
Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Spider-Man!